Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. And you know what? Okay, I'm gonna try. Daggone it. Okay, my camera is being a little weird. I have no idea why. But you guys can. That's the important thing. So let's see who we have in the chat. I'm gonna try one more thing. I can't freaking believe this did this to me. I'll tell you what. Hang on 1 second, and I'm actually gonna restart my browser. I'll tell you, everything is against me today. All right, Nixit. We're just gonna do it like this. You guys all know what I look like, so it's all good. Let's see, who do we have in the chat with us right now? I'll tell you what, you guys can check this out while I welcome everyone. And you've got to be kidding me with this. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know what the heck is up with today. I have no freaking idea. Let's see, who have we got here? I see Snortapoopus. Good to see you. Says hello, humans and other critters. We've got Goof R35 in the chat. So good to see you, my dear. It says, hey there. Well, hey there, hi there, ho there. So good to see you. And let's see, we have got, let's see, we got there. We got Berry Place 28. Good seeing you, my dear. Good seeing you. Hope all is well out there on the West Coast. Um, have you had a chance to ride Tiana's? I heard it was down for like 7 hours yesterday out at Disneyland. I really wish you guys weren't having the same problems that we are. So hopefully it'll get sorted out for you guys. I see Keely Chow here. Hello. Good seeing you. Says, hey, everybody. Well, hey there, and hello, and roll tide, of course. I see Tom F is in the chat as well. Says, hey, all. Well, hey, hello. And the mom, good to see you. Says, wow, hopped in at the right time. Is that before or after my computer started to revolt on me? It's the little one. It's the little one. I'm bringing the Uber machine, the Uber gaming rig. I'm bringing that online for the weekend. It's probably like, look, leave me alone. I can't do all this stuff. I can't. I just can't. Let's see. I see it's Florentin who says hello. Says, hey, everyone. Well, hey there. Hey there. And I hope you are doing absolutely fabulous. We've got Lug Nuts in the chat here as well. Good to see you. It says, hello, the most exotic and beautiful reason to defect to Florida, the always gorgeous celestial diamond, Reina Creole. Well, you're so sweet, my dear. You are so, so, so sweet. And let's see who else we got. We got. Oh, don't get me started on Netflix. Did any of you guys have the misfortune of watching the Tyson Paul fight last night? I gave up. You know what? When the stream started buffering during the national anthem, I said, "Forget it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'll wake up in the morning and see if Mike Tyson beat the dude with the $1 million drawers or not." Hey, Braylon Lee, who says, "Hey, good people." Well, hey, and hello, 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 hello. Good seeing you, my dear. Hope to have you on the show in about 2 weeks or so. Let's see, folks. If you love theme park stuff, you got to check out Braylon's channel as well. He nerds out on theme parks. I'll probably say more than I do, but check his channel out. Barry Play says, I wrote it twice before yesterday, Lorena. Okay, but I'm at home recovering from surgery right now. No Disneyland for me for another 3 to 5 days. Oh, well, my dear. Uh, a quick recovery, and you'll be back at Disneyland before you know it. Disney's being gathered by DK Donkey Kong. I saw the Tyson versus Paul fight, but the buffering issues were minimal for me. I am guessing the closer people were to the servers out in California, the less buffering issues that you had. But it's ridiculous because if you're broadcasting something worldwide via streaming, you got to fix your servers. I mean, Apple can live stream a keynote address to I don't know how many millions of people, but Netflix didn't do any load balancing or anything like that with their servers before this happened. Sorry, I work in this industry, so this will be a textbook example of why if your servers can't handle it, don't do it. Hey, Sonia Patoja says, hi, Lorena Creole. It's me, Sonia. Good morning to you, and said, just back from having breakfast with my dad just now. Oh, well, I hope it was a wonderful, wonderful breakfast indeed. And oh, to put it lightly or put it bluntly, there were no dolls in the Wicked experience. There were absolutely none. Absolutely none. Ah, oh my gosh, this is freaking annoying. This is absolutely annoying. Okay, y'all hear me? I don't know. I don't know what the heck is going on. But anyway, I'm back. We're back. You're all here talking to you on my phone. Anyway, I see you, Tom, saying you are looking forward to dinner at the Brazilian steakhouse. You are going to enjoy it. So happy belated birthday to you as well, Tom. You are going to love it. And yes, I know about Whoopi getting busted by the bakery. I can't wait. I can't wait. The View is going to be something else on Monday. College football Saturday, definitely, definitely. Hey Ron, how you doing? What's happening? What's happening is my little streaming computer was like, you need to leave me alone and being that big rig online to stop being lazy. So thank you so much. Thank you. And Braylon says loud and clear. Okay. Lots of software updates went the last 2 to 4 days. Oh yeah, which reminds me, people are going to be pushing a lot of software between now and the second week in December. There's this thing called a code freeze where only emergency code gets pushed out. Yeah, people are trying to do that stuff sooner rather than later. And thank you, Barry Place. Says technical issues are never fun, but thank you for the stream today. Well, thank you for that $9.99, Barry Place 28. I appreciate that. Thank you so so much. Technical things suck. I hate it. I can't stand it. Oh, but thank you so much. And for that, hey, when you do that, we got to hit you up with Lester's, right? Here we go.
This is pathetic.
Yeah. Join in, folks. It's yodeling time.
Here at Lester's.
Elephant green screen effect.
So you hit me with the super chat $9.99 or above and hit you with the Lester's possum part. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Thank you once again, Barry Plays. Let's see, we got Real Wade Nation Gaming and Clips. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. And Avarice Carmageddon. Yeah, my YouTube has been bugging all week. Yeah, it's about to get crazy. It's about to get nuts. About to get nuts. Want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Hey, Dan says, hi, Lorena, left Epcot going home, super packed. Something hit me today. And I was out. Of course, I was out at Universal today. That's why the stream was late. Camera girl, she wanted to visit the Wicked experience. I asked her to not open this. I got this for her. Glenda's wand, bubble wand, really cute. We went first thing in the morning because it was already on its way to being slammed with people, and so many people who were like up in Universal. The studios was packed when I went last night, and it was crazy. And I'm thinking, this is why I really do not want to go to the parks on a Saturday, because it's nuts unless I absolutely have to. But other than that, I ain't trying to do it on a Saturday. And it's just going to get worse with every subsequent weekend, because Thanksgiving is in about a week and a half. People start arriving for Thanksgiving here like the week before. Then there's about a week and a half of calm, and then Florida gets invaded until like the second week in January. It is absolutely insane. Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you. All the influencers went to the Wicked Experience opening, literally uploaded at the same time. Yes, I was there when I was there this morning. And because Camera Girl she loves Wicked. I took her to see the musical on Broadway. Please don't ask me how much that cost. It was her birthday present. So she's a big theater person. A theater girl. Took her when she was like 8 years old or something like that. So she wanted to go to this. I'm like, okay, let's go first thing in the morning. And we're there. All the influencers were there, and my daughter wanted a video for TikTok. We had to wait for an influencer to finish doing their spiel because I'm just like, you don't want this in your video. But yes, they did. Boom. Mine will come out when it's ready because I like to take my darn time and all of that. You know me, I got to be different. I can't swim with the herd. Your PC build behind you reminds me of the Mr. Lincoln animatronic I saw yesterday at Hollywood Studios. One man's dream. Oh, with all the wires and everything. Yeah. Yeah, I've got an RGB splitter that I have to install. All that means is I have less more RGB stuff or components than I do ports. So I got to put that in there, and boom, we're all good to go. Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna do Moana 2. I think it's going to do okay that first weekend because it's a holiday weekend. And then after that, if you didn't go that week, you're going to wait for it to drop on Disney Plus. And I bet you Disney will drop Moana 2 on Disney Plus in time for Christmas. That's my projection. That and $3 will barely buy you a cup of coffee at Starbucks. But honestly, that's what I believe. Yes, please do hit that like button. Yes, yes, yes. If anything, Wicked Wave goes to show how some IP sleeper, just IP need to be seen in the right light. And when I show you guys the pictures of the Wicked experience, it's actually pretty freaking brilliant how they put it all together. How much did this cost? This was, oh Lord, this was $25. But it was Camera Girl's money. She wanted it. She got a discount with our annual pass. So yes, if you have the Universal annual pass, you will get your discount. So she wanted this. So she got this for $25. She got a Wicked tumbler. I think that was 30. You know, the insulated tumbler was 30, and she got like a big block of chocolate from Oz, had like shimmery glitter on it for like $12. But I'll have that in the video. Wicked is the right movie at the right place in the right time. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. I'm not gonna see Wicked. Yeah, for some people that's gonna turn them off. For me, like I said, only reason I'm going, I got a theater kid, and she was just like, you got the tickets for this movie, right? Right. She wants to see this and Sonic 3. So that's why we're going to go ahead and see it. Hey, Rambam, Lorena wound up spending mega bucks when she only had to spend killer bucks. Yeah, I bought something, and again, I'll have it in the video. I bought a gorgeous candle that smells incredible. The good thing is I can use the beautiful faceted glass when I'm done with it. So yeah, I actually didn't spend too bad. I didn't spend too bad. One thing I thought I wanted to get turns out was for a little kid. So can't get that crown. Did you do the install yourself? Is this live? Yes, I did. If I couldn't do this install, I need to give back both of my engineering degrees. So yeah, I did. I built it myself. I kind of did it a roundabout sort of way. I did not live stream myself doing it. I did a lot of video of myself doing it. So I'm going to be putting together a series called the Reina's Tech Tips, and I'll show exactly how I put this thing together, including having to send the motherboard back to Asus because they sold me a bum a bum board. Hey Emily, good to see you. Good to see you. And we've got Terry Rose. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Cinesational is coming back on the 22nd. Oh, 22nd is going to be banging. I'm going to be at Universal all day that day. All day that day indeed. So let's show you guys. First of all, there's 21 of you folks in here. So I found this out today. Apparently, the Grinch has arrived, and this is from Adventuring with Annie over on X. Definitely follow Adventuring with Annie, especially if you want Epic Universe updates. Go ahead and check out her her X feed. I love it. But yes, the Grinch has arrived and is having a soft opening today in Seuss Landing. So I would highly suggest, if you want to meet the Grinch, I suggest going over and getting it done. So what a soft opening means is they do not advertise it. They don't advertise the hours. The Grinch just shows up, as he obviously did right here. The best meet and greet. It is up there with the Jack Skellington meet and greet at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. The Grinch is so darn extra. The wait can be up to 2 hours, and people will wait for 2 hours to meet the Grinch. So, yeah, definitely try to see him as early as possible, as early in the day as possible. The line does not move super fast because of how much time he spends with everyone. So definitely check it out. You will not be disappointed whatsoever. Hey, Erica says, in the car leaving Fantasia Land. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see that video, folks. Make sure you subscribe to Hanging with Erica and Raf. So much great stuff. They're out there in Germany. They're expats. Gotta go check out her channel. Is this live? A member for 9 months. Thank you so very much for that. Says the boss loves Wicked, so I have to see. Which seems like a fair trade since she hasn't smothered me in my sleep, but she likely has thought about it. I'm not a Wicked fan. Camera Girl is, and that's the only reason that I'm going is because of her. And she knows I'm doing her a favor, because the only musicals that I like to see is if somebody dies. Like Phantom of the Opera. Freaking love that. Chicago. I like that too. A Jack and Grinch movie would be overwhelming. I hear you. Hey, Barryon, good to see you. And the park was gorgeous. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Well, folks, next Friday, the 22nd, I will actually be streaming live and also getting video out at Universal, because that is the first day of all of their Christmas stuff that's going to be out, including the parade, including the Grinchmas Hula Day Spectacular. I freaking love it. I can't wait. Universal does Christmas, I would say, like Disney used to. I mean, granted, the studios has much more Christmassy stuff that's there, but with Universal, it's like no limit Christmas. It's just like everything. Every dose of Christmas spirit is all over the place, and I cannot wait for that. All right, so let's see. Let's rip off the Band-Aid and start with the Disney news. Before I do that, make sure that you hit that like button and make sure that you are subscribed to me as well. Hey, Bananda Lewis, good to see you. But this is coming from Blog Mickey. Blog Mickey, the site that said that Tiana's Bayou Adventure was a necessary downgrade. I will never let these people forget that asinine comment, like ever. However, Epcot's World Celebration Gardens in-ground lighting is completely broken, future unclear. I'm just going to put this out there. We've known this for months. That is completely broken is nothing new. You guys have seen me go out when I'm at Epcot in the evening, and you'll see these little tiny spots of light that are like, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And it's just ridiculous that after like one day, it all broke. We didn't have this problem with the fiber optic lights, but the way you see it right there, that's even not what it looks like at night. It looks like there's little tiny things, spots of light trying to get out, and there's mold, and it looks hideous. And Imagineering should be totally ashamed of themselves for having to have that put out. So while visiting Epcot recently, we noticed that Walt Disney World was in the process of some significant changes to the broken in-ground lighting in World Celebration Gardens. Remember, they took away our darn Fountain of Nations. Give us this crap. World Celebration Gardens is the central part of Epcot that was under construction for years and years as Disney aims to transform the space. Over that time, budget cuts saw the removal of the World Celebration Festival Center and the introduction of the dining hall airport terminal, aka Communicore Hall. One of the advertised highlights of the new gardens area was a network of lighting that would make the area come alive after sunset. Now it's broken. This has been broken for months. This is not new whatsoever. This is what it looked like for about one day. And whoever came up with the design didn't take into account pressure washing. It's ridiculous. So parts started breaking, and I've talked about this over on Pro's channel as well, that it just all faded into non-existent whatsoever. And this is pretty much, I'm gonna mute this. So these little spots, that's pretty much all that's left. And this looks to be more of those spots than there were, I want to say, like about a month ago. But apparently, Disney is addressing the issue. But if you think they were going to fix it, think again. It looks like they mean to remove the in-ground lighting effects completely. So they've almost completely replaced the translucent plastic covering of the lights with the completely opaque plastic material. So in other words, you know, those little spots that were like, hey, I'm here. Covered it up so you can't see it. So a very, I would say, low-cost method of covering up a very expensive screw-up. So that looks to be what they're doing here. Covering it up so you can't see those little spots struggling to break free. So yeah, yet another design fail by Disney. So I don't know if it's that people just want to do this on the cheap. Remember that long refurb and how many millions of dollars, and this is what we get. Come on, me, Deb. Pikmin is cool. Plants are best to the side if it ain't a rare tree. Yes, bring back the Fountain of Nations. Absolutely. Absolutely. Have any of the new features worked? In-ground lighting, that new water feature, or Tiana's salt mine? In-ground lighting, again, that worked for like one night. And then we started seeing problems. Like I was there and I could see like parts of it not lighting up correctly at all. Um, oh my gosh, what was the other one? Journey of Water inspired by Moana, that started having problems and not smelling good. And not in the Florida rotten egg smell, as in like you got some bacteria growing. Yeah, didn't smell great, and had to shut that down. And of course, we all know about Tiana salt mine issues going on with that. This is what you get when you retire Future World, no more future life. It's either. And yeah, remember when we had the lights, yeah, the lights that were in there, but yet how they screwed it up, Goofar 35. And again, this is a design flaw. When you guys remember the fiber optic lights that were in the concrete, right? They were like sunken into the concrete and they would light up in different patterns and all of that. Sometimes they glow, sometimes they'd be chasing each other. That thing had been there since the dawn of time. Florida rains, pressure washing, all of that still in the ground. They went cheap with this, wanted to put LEDs where people walk all over and everything. And then not only that, but LEDs that couldn't withstand your garden variety pressure washing. So whoever designed it, they did not take into account operations and maintenance. That's a big thing. So big no, big no. They're going to paint over it. Yes, Erica, that is pretty much it. It's like not even painting over it. Think about like you have a rip in a project and you kind of try to get like some foam that matches it, like some sticky foam that matches it. Just put it over there and hope nobody sees. That's pretty much what they freaking did. It is so sad. Good rule of thumb, doing something on the cheap usually more expensive than doing it properly the first time. Yes, there's never enough time to do it right, but always time to do it over. I bring that up at work. At work, sometimes I'm just like, I said, don't make me right. You're going to make me right. Tiana broke the first day and closed at Disneyland, but it opened to the public. Yes, I saw that. I saw that. It's just like, folks, stop. You need to stop and have the time to come up with a robust design and not something just to make marketing and the C-levels happy. As many times I've been in arguments with some folks higher up where they're just like, we need it by this date. You didn't check with us about said date. Well, we need it by this date. Well, I can't promise that. Well, I can't go back and tell the client that. Okay, then this is what you can have. It's not going to be the best, but this is what you can have. Don't ask for any more. And they try to ask for more and all that. Yeah. Yeah. That's why the joke goes, eventually you have to shoot the engineer. Hey, Nita, good seeing you, my dear. I hope you're doing well. Maybe it's a revolt over the planner. Maybe we can call it the concrete fiber optics revenge. That was gorgeous. Maybe they are purposely making everything break so they can transition to a post-apocalyptic dystopian park. I think they have people there that don't care, who just want to get it done and throw it over the wall. And the people who really do have pride in their work, they're either just keeping their heads down or they're leaving. I don't know. Oh, the dolphin show is fun, Nita. You'll enjoy that. Mamasaurus Rex, I thought for sure when they installed new lights, they would have added a protective layer too. You would think so, right? You would think so. And my whole question is like, why are you going to put LED lights? If you're going to put LED lights in there where people can walk on them, um, and is it going to be able to withstand cleaning? Florida's really, really humid, which is why it was so nasty. You could see like black mold growing all in the tracks of the LED lights. I never saw that with the concrete, with the fiber optics in the concrete, old school Epcot. I mean, that mold looks so bad. I wanted to get like a like a container of bleach and just like pour it all down there. It was just like, it was so disgusting. It was so bad. Hey Aldo, how you doing? Good to see you. It's always a perky talking sense that gets yeah. Yeah, it is. You're just like you're too problematic. You're too much of a pain in the butt. And I learned that from some really crusty old engineers who were just like, I don't freaking care. You keep wanting me to fix stuff, and I have to fix it because you can't plan right. Yeah, that's when I get the popcorn and I watch. And they're gonna fix it with Chuck. That's literally what it is. They got some white duct tape, and or is it that seal thing in there that they put on? I think that's probably what they do. They put the water seal thing on. Bam, we fixed it. I didn't know Blog Mickey had it in them to report the truth. Well, it's pretty much staring them in the face. They can't ignore this. As I said, you probably came in a little bit later. Uh, this is something that folks like myself, Pro, Jonas, Marvin over there, although all of us over there at that park place, and Pro's channel, we've been talking about this forever. I've been talking about this the first week that it opened, and now it's to the point where they cannot. They're late. They are seriously late to the party. People are packing up and leaving. This is how late they are on this. Plenty of Florida man. Oh yeah, Nita, I could tell you stories too, man. It's crazy, crazy. The major says, "Hey yo, drive by, hi, good seeing ya, good seeing ya." Disney is using yes, they're using Flex Seal to fix it. They are. And black mold, it was disgusting. Yeah, it's. I forget which stream it was, but I would say go back to my streams in Epcot. And whenever we would leave at night, I want to say probably the last one that I did, we would leave at night and we'd walk through here and I'd show you where the lights weren't lighting up. You could see the mold and all that nasty stuff. It's like, it's so disgusting. So disgusting. Well, speaking of disgusting, if this was an after hours party, I would not have a problem with this. But this is out in Disneyland, and I need to ask Theme Park Casual about this. He's out there today. New story time with Deadpool holiday special show debuting today at Disney's California Adventure. And let's see here. Again from Blog Mickey. Let's see. Show will take in the place of, so there's already story time with Deadpool, so in Hollywood land over in DCA. So they're going to do this for the holidays. Deadpool is filled with holiday cheer and is here to share some new super special seasonal stories. These tales will delight, charm, and celebrate the holidays in a way that only Deadpool can. So, I guess he's going to be censored as Hey, Erica.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, it's kind of delayed.
Car?
Yeah, I'm in the car. Well, I'm not driving Rapid.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, how you doing? We're here talking about Deadpool is telling Christmas stories or holiday cheer stories over at Disneyland Adventure.
Oh, I bet those are fun and sarcastic.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The sarcasm I like, but it's just like, man, Deadpool is not a kid friendly character.
No, and that's what I hear.
No, not at all. Not at all. And I mean the actor or actors who play Deadpool out there at California Adventure, they're actually really good. They're, they get the character down dead to rights, but they kind of border on the edge of that humor, which is not kid friendly. So
Oh,
I always have to kind of I see that I'm kind of just like, I don't think that's really smart to do.
out of all the characters they have, they couldn't pick another Marvel character to do Christmas stories.
Yeah, they couldn't pick like Nick Fury. They, they couldn't pick Iron Man. They couldn't pick Happy.
Are they getting a lot of pushback by chance?
That is an excellent question. Barry Place, are you still in the chat? Have you heard of any pushback about story time with Deadpool out of Disneyland? Q35 says they're treating Deadpool like the Grinch.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. I mean, it doesn't land the same way, but I get it.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't, because with the Grinch is crusty and everything, but it's very kid friendly type of story, especially
Yeah.
with Cindy Lou Who character as well. But doing this like over there, it's one of those things where you can, but should you do this?
Yeah, right.
If it was an after hours event, yeah, I don't see a problem with it. But with this, it's like, not a good look, y'all. Not a good look. But we should be hearing something back. There should be postings about it this weekend. Just how well or not this was received. So let's go on over here to D23 Brazil. So we're going to hit D23, and we're also going to talk about the non-earnings call. Hey Ron, how you doing?
Well, I saw Erica jump in and I got jealous.
Oh, well, I needed the distraction for the next 2 hours. We're in the car.
So,
Oh my gosh.
do you drive on the American side of the road or the German side of the road?
Smart ass. Rap says both.
It's the same, right? At least from what I
Yeah.
can remember. I'm like, okay, you guys over here, you drive on the right side of the road, although it's an interesting experience riding on the Autobahn, that's for sure.
Yeah, the speeds are definitely. I have to adjust my speeds when I get back to the States, and it like screws with you with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
There's
And
no plans. You haven't seen any? I was commenting on the last story. There's no plans to release Deadpool and Wolverine as like a 2.0, like they did for. Remember they did the Deadpool 2, like the Princess Bride, like a PG-13 version. I haven't seen any plans like that for Deadpool and Wolverine. Have you?
I haven't heard anything.
No, they can't do it. That's why they didn't go back to that.
It would be
the hard R is what makes the money for that particular franchise. I mean, I saw the PG-13 one. I was just like, this is not
as exciting. Yeah.
No, it's not as exciting. The jokes aren't as, edgy and funny, as they should be. And when you saw the one in the theater, when you saw Deadpool, Deadpool Wolverine in the theaters, people were just like gasping for air because we were laughing so hard, and it wasn't like kid-friendly jokes. So that's part of the reason.
Yeah.
So, well, that's what I was wondering. Like at the Christmas story is in that Christmas story that Deadpool is reading, is he going to quote the Chris Evans, the Chris Evans rant at the end of the movie?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think he is.
Cassandra Nova can do it.
Oh my gosh, he so sounded like he was from Boston.
And here's what Johnny Storm had to say about Cassandra Nova, kids.
See, told busted. It's absolutely busted. Yeah, I can't wait to hear how this goes.
I'm surprised they brought him for the story thing. When was it the original meet and greet when they brought him out? It didn't really go over very well from what I heard. There was a lot of complaints. Unless I'm wrong, unless it did go over well.
I don't remember about the meet and greet at all. So,
you have to remember, this is at Disneyland, so this is the same area where in California, they actually have a Pride parade at Disneyland. That's an after-hours event that people come in and pay for by the droves in California. So it might be a whole different crowd.
Which is true. It is a different crowd. But I'm like, still, granted, it's in Orange County, and that's the thing. There's Burbank, which is, of course, suburban LA, completely blue. Orange County used to be red, used to be more conservative. So yeah, I don't know how people reacted to it. They are more likely to push the envelope out there than they are here. That's one thing I have noticed from living out there. But I don't know. I just can't. I am just looking forward to hearing the reactions and seeing exactly what kind of Christmas stories are they. Is he? I
would like there to be a meet and greet with Dogpool. I would be into that.
Oh, I would too. That dog's so ugly, it's cute.
Mary Poppins. Didn't that dog win like an ugly dog international contest or something?
Oh,
I think so. It is so ugly, it's cute, and if they make a plush
you can't
of that, I want it.
You're like, I want it. And it's so funny, all those scenes. Like, I just rewatched it on Disney Plus, and I'm telling you, all those scenes with the dog licking on Ryan Reynolds' face, either on the mask or on a nice pool or on. It's just like that dog is the best thing about the movie. I swear.
That's true. I love that dog. Yes, dog pool. That would be cool. You have a meet and greet with dog pool. I want a dog pool plushie. I would.
A dog pool. They should definitely do a dog pool plushie.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be awesome.
Like his tongue stuck in it.
Speak of dog plushies, you can send in photos of your dog to this company and they will actually replicate a plushie of your dog. I forgot the name of this company. They're not cheap, but I've considered doing it since with
no way.
Our Sophie. Yeah, so if you've had a pet that maybe passed away or just even if they haven't, you can send in photos and they will create a plushie of your pet.
Wow. That'd be wild.
That is
it's
nuts.
cute, but it's not cheap. I looked into it. It's like $250.
Oh,
yeah,
well, shoot. No,
it is not cheap.
Can they do the same thing if I have like a favorite like celebrity? If I send them a picture,
Hey Israel, good to see you. Good to see you. And yes, Universal does a meet and greet with Max from the Grinch. That's like after the show. People, it's like, yeah, we love the Grinch and everything, but people, the important thing is Max. Where's Max in the show? And everyone's waiting for Max the dog to come out.
Aw.
And he's so cute because it's a real dog. His
Oh my
trainer is
goodness.
right there with him, to like give him treats. And he barks when he's supposed, he barks on command and everything. And yeah,
Oh, how cute.
everybody's looking for the dog. We're like, yeah, the performance is cool and everything, but where's the dog?
Oh my gosh.
That'd be
I
cool
didn't
though.
know that. That's so cute. I had no clue that the dog was a thing.
I've
Mhm.
got to get my picture with the Grinch this year for sure. The
You
the
have to.
makeup, Jim Carrey always complained about how bad that makeup was. I'm wondering what the altered version of that they use at the parks is to make it not so horrible for the people that are doing that.
It's probably a different formula, probably more breathable. So your skin can breathe.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sure.
probably what it is. But yeah, last year, when I did a live stream of the Grinchmas Holiday Spectacular, people in the chat are like, "Where's the dog? Where's Max? Where's the dog?" I'm like, "Okay, fine. I'll zoom in on the freaking dog. He's not out yet." Is this live? Thank you for the $5 Canadian super
Yay!
chat, my dear. Thank you, thank you,
Woohoo.
thank you, thank you. Oh, I gotta hit you up too.
This is pathetic.
Join in, folks. It's yodeling time.
Here at Lester's.
Elephant green screen effect.
I also have one of I guess Mario and Luigi had a little bit too much to drink and Luigi thought he was a stripper. So I have
Oh
to
my
get that.
gosh.
It's so freaking funny. I gotta bring that out. Anyway, dog pool plushie now with new and improved slobbering. Oh, that
Oh
would be a
gosh.
That would
great
be awesome.
feature, wouldn't
I
it?
mean, you think about what they could do with dog pool, that you could have, a bubble wand where the bubbles come out of the mouth.
Mhm.
And I mean, popcorn buckets. I mean, come on, Disney, market dog pool all over the
I
place.
know, because dog pool is love. Dog pool is life for
Not to
real,
mention
for
that they
real.
use the name Mary Poppins. It's
I
totally
know,
Disney.
Mary
totally
Poppins.
works.
Yeah, Mary
Yes,
Poppins is the
Mary
name of dog
Poppins.
pool.
Yes,
Oh gosh.
he
Okay.
renamed him. Deadpool renamed him as Mary Poppins.
True story.
God, dude.
Hi, Nita. This is too loud to hear you all down live. Okay, see you later, Nita.
She's
See
at
ya. Good to see
SeaWorld.
you, my dear. Waiting for the dolphin show. Oh, but he's too scared of the Grinch. Maybe next year. Yeah, maybe next year. But the Grinch meet and greet. Oh gosh, I so have to do that. So, folks, moving on over here to D23 Brazil. Have you guys heard anything? I'm curious. This kind of like came and went like a really quick fart. I didn't hear much about it. Um, Although it's very interesting that they held this event out of the country.
The only thing, when they were holding this event, what was it that popped up? There was it was, I think it was the newest Captain America trailer that dropped
Ah, yeah.
officially with the more Red Hulk footage. I think I only watched it one time. I'm like, this is stupid. This is boring. I mean, the problem with Red Hulk for me is that Red Hulk is being introduced 10 years too late. I mean, like, I don't know why they never introduced Red Hulk in the franchise before, but Yeah, that's the only thing I really got out of this D23. And then I saw the announcement, the things coming where they were like supposedly testing what the cars things are going to be if they actually come to the
Ah,
Magic Kingdom and blah, blah, blah.
yeah. Let's talk about that. So yeah, they brought out like the trailer, the new sneak peek for Captain America. Uh, oh my god, I totally blanked. I think it's Brave New World, right? New World Order. What? They keep changing their name, but they brought out the stars from the film. You know, oh look, here's Anthony Mackie, here's so and so, and just to let people know, outside of the United States, Brazil is one of the largest amount of visitors from South America that we get at Walt Disney World. It is not a trip to Walt Disney World. Ever since I've been going like a kid, there's never a trip. A trip is not complete unless you've seen a Brazilian tour group. And they show up in hordes, literally, at Walt Disney World. So here's
True
what they
story.
announced. Yep, with the flags and they
Yes,
clap.
ma'am. Oh man, and
if
their
you ever want to
chants.
throw, if you ever want to
Golly.
throw a group off, you just like, bring a little green pennant flag with you and then
Yes.
raise it up and wave it around. You'll cause some commotion.
More like cadences throughout the park, and they were loud.
Mm-hmm. You can not only hear them very loudly, but see, when the Brazilian tour group
Yeah, they're
is
proud to be Brazilian. That's for sure.
they are with matching t-shirts in Portuguese. Yes. And the craziest thing I saw was a whole Brazilian tour group trying to get a group picture in front of Cinderella Castle.
Oh wow.
Oh gosh, that was a big group, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a big group, and I almost wanted to tell one of the cast members to kind of like be quiet because they were like yelling at him. It's like, look, they're trying to get a photo. Do you know how many of them they got to position? Like, go ahead and give them
That
the.
cast member must have been new.
Yeah, they were, because you didn't know the deal. It's like, look, Brazilian tour groups, you just let them go.
Yeah, exactly.
They kind of they stay together. There's an order to that particular
Yeah.
Scott, thank you for the Reina Creole memberships. Thank you so very much for gifting those memberships. I'm gonna hit you with this real quick.
Where we used to live. Why did you keep the mousetrap? Why did you keep the dish rack? These things used to be mine. I guess they're still, I want them back.
That's okay. Thank you for gifting those 5 Reina Creole memberships. And Scott, thank you for the Publix Pilgrim salt and pepper shakers. I got them yesterday.
Oh, sweet. I want to see pictures. I have to show you the ones I have because they're older. I wonder if they're the same or if they've changed them over the years.
Well, I'm going to take a picture and put it up on the community tab because I was like, I finally have these. So yes, they're going to go right there on my kitchen counter. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Thank you for sending those to me because literally I was in Publix before I picked up the package looking. I'm just like, I want the Pilgrim salt and pepper shakers. Publix goes on X. They're like, hey, is it really Thanksgiving unless you have the salt and pepper shakers? I'm like, just rub it in. Later, Barry. But to wrap up what they announced. So they announced, of course, we all knew about the new nighttime parade that's coming based on the one that they have in Japan right now. But they show us the concept art again with the concept art because with D23, they showed the concept art with the Encanto float. Now here's the concept art for the Moana attraction. Moana float that's going to be in the Disney Starlight Parade. So again, it's just like concept art, yeah, but y'all are good at just giving us concept art, and the execution is just never there. So if they give you that, like, yeah, okay. But here's what cracks me up. So they talk about the Villains Land update. Okay. So what they did was they told us which villains they're going to be adding. And I'm gonna read these off on purpose because I want you to let me know who's missing. So you've got Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, Jafar from Aladdin, you've got the Evil Queen and her old hag alter ego from Snow White, Lady Tremaine from Cinderella, Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove, Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians, Captain Hook from Peter Pan, Maleficent in human and dragon form from Sleeping Beauty. We've got Gaston from Beauty and the Beast, Mother Gothel from Tangled. Let's see, we have got Ursula from The Little Mermaid, Hades from Hercules, and the Chernabog from Fantasia. Do you know any particular popular villain that is missing from that lineup?
Bob Iger, Kathleen Kennedy, Rachel Zegler as Rachel Zegler herself, perhaps is missing.
Oh man.
No, they're missing Scar. They're missing Dr. Facilier, especially. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they yeah.
I'd say Dr.
Totally
Facilier for sure. That's a
Facilier.
big one, especially with Tiana, the way they're pushing Tiana's Bayou and all that. How do you miss that?
I for the same reason, it's like they didn't put him in the attraction. And I put this out on X, not really expecting to get a response because how can you respond to it? I said, does Disney have a problem with black villains?
Wow. No,
It's like there's no.
No, just voodoo villains.
Oh, I guess voodoo villains. Okay. Okay. Even though he's extremely popular, even though during the Halloween party, the castle show that they have for Hocus Pocus,
Yeah.
the loudest cheers besides the Sanderson sisters is for Oogie Boogie and Dr. Facilier.
Dr. Facilier
I didn't even think about
he's
Oogie
he's a
Boogie.
fun villain.
He is fun. Oh, Aldo says, mind you, that's not new art either. That's from the card game Lorcana.
That's true.
Wow, that's freaking lazy. That's really lazy. Oh my gosh, I can't. Oogie Boogie is missing too. Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Wow.
Even though he is one of the most popular voice actors in the world. Yes.
Well, and he's one of those like villains that you can groove to.
Mm-hmm.
His music is just like, you know, I don't know, and that's the only villain that I can groove to like that, you know.
Yeah.
What's the name of the villain from Hunchback? I don't think he's in there either. Weird.
Oh, I forgot his name.
I did too. I totally forgot.
I just call him the porno priest, but that's what
I had no idea.
he was all about stripping Esmeralda with his brain.
I think I've seen that character be portrayed at Disneyland Paris, but I've never seen him portrayed in any other Disney park.
Folks are saying Claude Frollo.
Also, is the Pocahontas villain in there? That's a real person.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about him though. He's not usually in that upper roster. He's
No, but
like,
I've seen him do meet and greets at the parks. Like I actually, I don't know why, but like he was actually outside of Animal Kingdom one time when I went there. Ratcliffe.
I've never seen
Ratcliffe
him out. I know he's got this ugly little pug dog. I do know. There's a little pug dog he's got with him. Let's see what else they had here. They showed test footage. Basically, what this is just Imagineers out there driving around. This is what we think it's going to kind of feel like. Although this looks like one of the tracks for Mario Kart, the one with the cows that come across. This is what this reminds me of.
These are the most unnecessary attractions I've ever seen them even announce that they're going to add. I don't know. I literally don't get. I certainly don't get why they'd be going into the Magic Kingdom. Anything Cars related ought to be at Hollywood Studios.
Absolutely. But it just makes zero sense. And thank you. Yes, Moo Moo Farms. I will. I'm always slamming into that freaking cow, no matter how I try to. I hit the cow, and I miss the ramp to like. It's exactly. I mean, tell me it doesn't look like the Moo Moo Farms track. It really does.
I mean, let's be honest. If you go outside Disney World by like literally 2 miles towards Gaylord Palms, you got real track out there that looks just like that.
Oh my gosh, you're right. You are absolutely right. Yes, they're going to spend $300 million to make a deluxe BMX track, pretty much. Trackless cars out there, and then get rid of Rivers of America because that's quote unquote problematic.
It's so literally, I have to say I 100% agree with Drew, the Disney dude, on this one. It is literally the worst mistake they've ever made in a Disney park, getting rid of Rivers of America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Clayton is also missing from that villains lineup. Oh, who's Clayton?
Oh, yeah. So I
That's
take
bad.
it the whole thing with Sif Todd and like the area being like the natural habitat for animals, like whatever happened, like is that?
It's not resolved.
No,
Okay,
I don't think that's
going to
be. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be resolved anytime soon. Like I said last night on my stream, even though Rivers of America is a man-made waterway, there is natural Florida wildlife that have pretty much adapted to that area. And
yeah, for example, the black bear
breed there. Yeah,
I
the
know,
black
right?
bear. Just
I didn't know we had black bears in Florida.
Yes, we do. We do.
There was a black bear really close to where I live the other day.
Oh, geez. I mean, I know there's like panthers. I've heard of panthers getting out on a rare occasion.
Yeah,
and wolves and coyotes.
Wolves, coyotes.
Yeah, I knew about coyotes, especially getting into northern Florida.
And the bobcats, but yeah,
Bobcats,
that's going to be a long, drawn out thing because there's so much, and you've seen the park wild that's there. The ducks, the herons, squirrels, like we said, bears, the fish that are in those waterways and stuff like that.
Why don't they? Here's an idea. Why don't you complete the play pavilion first? Considering that on the monorail, it still announces it. I don't know if you noticed that, Lorena, but when you ride the monorail into Epcot and you pass where the play pavilion, where Wonders of Life, pavilion is, they still say, and here coming soon is a in the city of the future play. How do we play? I can't remember what the announcement is, but it's still on the monorail.
It's sad because you go over there and it's like coming by.
We were playing that when we were in town. Huh.
Oh,
wow,
pretty darn bad. Ugh. Well, I will say, let's see, Fire Streak Rodman's footage he just said. Now, do you think Disney is arrogant enough to actually start work on the demolition before the state of Florida finished its study?
That's a good one.
They can't. I would say, I would definitely say, given the atmosphere now, especially with Disney losing the Sif Todd, no. They've got eyes on them like crazy right now.
Just real quick, Lorena, throwback. Do you remember when literally everybody you heard saying that DeSantis was going to lose the fight to Disney?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Up.
It was
I'm still
everywhere.
cracking up at that.
Oh, man. I'm just like, this is not California. I don't know where you folks get this. They're like, Disney's going to have this, Disney's going to have that. I'm just like, do
No,
you know most Floridians are just like Disney stole that land from the state of Florida? That's the whole attitude. They're not a good neighbor.
no.
I've had to correct so many people on that, even out here. Because, you get people
No,
that we run into that are
people
Florida
have this
residents.
attitude like, "Oh, Florida would be nothing without Disney," and I'm like, "You're wrong,
Right.
so
You are
wrong."
so freaking wrong.
And the beaches have been there longer than Disney.
Oh, my favorite one was the they'll just move Disney World. It's the size of the city of San Francisco, you guys. You don't just plop San Francisco somewhere else.
Did you see the memes that took that episode of SpongeBob where they're like, let's just take the city, move it from here, and move it over there. And they're pushing the town over to the other side. And Nikki Haley saying, "Oh, well, Disney, you can just come to South Carolina."
Right.
No UN position for you. Anyway, the Pirates Lounge, which I thought was just going to be for adults, it turns out that it is going to be family friendly. They finally announced this in Brazil, that it was going to be family friendly, because in the beginning we just thought that it was just going to be a bar, yet again another bar. So again, this is the concept art. So I guess they're going to have pirate actors. I'm guessing they're probably doing this because Epic Universe is going to have something similar yet very different in Dark Universe.
Is that
remember?
Is that going to be where Tortuga Tavern is now?
Yes.
The one that's okay. So because that area is closed down all the
no,
time.
it's not Tortuga Tavern. Remember the gift shop. I always have to set this up. Remember when you come out of Pirates of the Caribbean and you get put into that awesomely themed gift shop with like all the pirate booty and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. There is no gift shop anymore because that is where they're putting this lounge at.
What?
Wait a second. How are you going to then? You can't exit Pirates into a bar.
A restaurant.
Yes.
Really?
That was my concern. I'm like, you're gonna take people out. You're gonna drop them into a bar. I'm like, and there's kids coming off this ride. You're going to dump them into a bar. So I guess that's why they finally said, hey, it's actually going to be a family friendly thing. But it's just like you took out a major storytelling element. What's the last scene that you see in Pirates of the Caribbean before you get
booty,
out?
the treasure? He's sitting on the treasure.
Exactly.
Which is exactly what you exit into.
Exactly. So you go into that gift shop and all you see is like pirate treasure and maps and booty that, various pirates
I'm looking at this logistically because this is one of the things that my family member did as an engineer for Disney was this kind of thing. I don't know if it's industrial engineering, what the specific name is for it. But I'm just sitting here like, how in the world is that going to make sense when you've got a crowd of people already entering the establishment for food and beverage, but then you're also going to dump attraction guests into the same area? That area is small. How is it going to house that many people?
You're 100% right. It is an industrial engineering thing because this is what I used to do back when I was in grad school, where I did time and motion studies where they basically dropped us in one of the Disney theme parks and we'd observe how people were moving, bottlenecks, stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, this is like a disaster.
It is going to be a disaster because when the gift shop was there, when you got dumped out, you literally had like three chutes or ways to get through the gift shop. So you could go to the side and look at like all the replicas of like 17th century maps and portraits and stuff like that. Or you could go over to the left where there's merch or go straight down and look at and do merch. And now dumping you out in a tent
where people are eating and drinking like that. I mean, there's more. food establishments create more of a crowd than just a merch store that
but
you
also
walk
the
through.
smell of liquor. Like, I don't like the idea of like kids getting off the ride. Are you going to go from bromine to rum? I mean, is it?
Well, I will say that there is a rum smell. If you're a kid, you won't know what it is. You just know that it has a sweet banana
Sweet
kind of,
musty smell.
yeah, this sweet smell. It's
Yeah.
like, is it candy? What is it? You won't really get that it's rum unless you're adult. But yeah, it makes, to me, it makes absolutely no sense. And again, it screws up the storytelling,
I
because
haven't been
that
in it.
gift shop is particularly the way that it's themed. When you go through it, it is like, I want to say, 17th to 18th century. It's like old Florida in a way. They've got all the flags that have flown over, over Florida. They've got like the swords. They've got like the flag room. They've got the map room. They got the booty room. They have the they have the bathrooms. Everything. It looks like a pirate treasure trove.
No, it's really, really cool. It's a good story. But quick question though: Are they? I have not been in Gaston's Tavern in a while. Are they serving alcohol in Gaston's Tavern right now?
Ah, that
I
is a
haven't
good
heard
question.
anything.
Because if they're not, it doesn't really make. I mean, if they're going to do this, they should probably also have Gaston's Tavern be a tavern too, since it's actually supposed to be a tavern. Just saying.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, you've already got the perfect place for a bar in Magic Kingdom. I don't know. This is just kind of weird to me.
It's weird, and there's this obsession in Walt Disney and WDI and Imagineering, and I believe Pro talked about this on the show. It's like, how many of these new bars have been announced by Imagineering? Stuff that no one asked for.
I think I know what it is. It's like the psychology with casinos. If you drink, you're going to spend more.
That's true.
It could just be that all the new Imagineers are alcoholics. That's maybe.
Or it's just
Maybe
this
that's
thing
it.
of, alcohol sells, which I get. But then on top of that, when you drink, you tend to spend more.
Yes, and you tend to be rowdier in the park, and you tend to throw up all over
Uh,
other
And then
guests
there's
like they do at Epcot.
then there's those other consequences, but they're not thinking of that. They're only thinking about
no,
making money.
just keep getting them drunk.
I don't. I'll be honest with you. It does not feel to me, honestly, and I'm telling you 100%. It doesn't feel to me like they're actually thinking about trying to make more money. Every single one of these decisions, they're so awfully rejected by the general public, at least half, that I'm like, none of these decisions are really good storytelling decisions that gets everybody more excited about going to Disney World. I don't know of any of them.
Well, that's right there is their problem. They're not thinking about storytelling anymore. They've gotten so far
No,
from it. It's all about the bottom line.
Yeah, but that doesn't
totally.
make money. That's the problem. Like,
But
they've even said that when they were making the Marvel movies in the beginning, the MCU back in the beginning, it was all about how we just want to create the best story, and then the money will come because we've created the best story. If you focus on story, the money will come. If you focus on the money, you're gonna like it's such a distraction. You're not going to get a good story out of it.
yeah, and
It's
that's
like,
exactly what they're doing. They're
yeah,
not focusing on story. They're focused on the money.
exactly. And the last person that could balance that out, that was in the company, was John Lasseter.
Yep,
When you're
exactly.
missing, because you have to have this balance of art and finance, because back in the day, from what I read of Walt Disney's biography, it's like Walt would come up with all of this stuff, and Roy is basically like, how you going to pay for it? And Walt's like, I don't know, that's your job. How are we supposed to,
You figure that part out. I don't
you
care.
figure that part out, how we're supposed to pay for it. But it was that that balance, and Disney is so out of balance right now. Sonic Jaded says, hey, I'm new. Hello, hello, hello. So is this stream a travel vlog discussion? Yes, this is like my we'll say an in studio discussion that I have with myself and my fellow theme park nerds, and we talk about theme park travel and all of that. So yes, you
The
were
good, bad, the
100%
ugly.
correct. Yes, all of it. Good, bad, ugly, and dang, we wish we didn't know better, but we did.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But if you got questions, put them in the comments,
Yeah. We love answering
I think
questions.
that one of the things that has bothered me more than anything else about these Magic Kingdom announcements is that they didn't finish the last project. They didn't finish the Epcot stuff that was announced, I think, what was it, 2017 when it was first announced? They cut a bunch of budgets and this and that and the other. And
Mhm.
we are getting Test Track 2.0, I guess, 3.0, whatever.
Yeah, we're getting it.
Um,
Yes, 3.0.
and that's fine. And I'm actually looking forward to that. We can talk about the good. I didn't like the last Test Track, so I'm hoping that this one's an improvement.
I didn't
Um,
either.
but there's so much where we didn't get the Mary Poppins expansion at Epcot.
I'm kind of glad
We
we
don't have
didn't.
the Play Pavilion. We don't have the Festival Pavilion the way it was supposed to be. The Festival Center. We got what looks like a abandoned shopping mall type area instead. It's just why are they so bent on trying to improve the Magic Kingdom, which is the best park they have as far as needing the fewest improvements? It really doesn't need improvement. Magic Kingdom's packed. You're not adding capacity. And if you're not adding capacity, I don't see why do anything with that. Expand Hollywood, expand. I don't know. It's frustrating to me as somebody who goes a lot and sees all of the potential that's there. Even Bob Iger, by the way, bragged about the fact that, we have enough space here to create
Blessing of
four
size.
more parks. We can do 8 total parks.
Exactly.
But they're not doing it.
No. But in the meantime, they are, of course, boosting their theme park profits, but at the expense of the guests. And this is from Pirates and Princesses. Our friends over there, Geeky Sparkles and Neon, and she's absolutely right. So this call that they had, earnings call, which was extremely short, caught Bob Iger on a hot mic, basically saying that he probably shouldn't have disclosed the streaming numbers that he did. They're talking about how much they made in increased theme park profits, but what they do not tell you, and I love how they do this. So, also they finally did an executive deck, because they used to have this like ugly printed thing that made no sense. So they actually got somebody to do this. So for their theme park, not Hulu, because they're making a ton of money off of Hulu. Okay. So experiences, Q4 parks and experiences. This is what we want to look at here. So for the domestic parks, operating income increased versus the prior year by like 0.1 billion, I think. Guest spending growth attributable to increases in per capita guest spending at our theme parks and cruise line. You guys want to venture a guess as to why that is?
Stuff costs more.
Winner, chicken dinner. Yes. Not because people are spending because they're like, Disney, shut up and take my money. There was so much good stuff we want to spend our time in. No. All the increases in annual passes, daily tickets, the Lightning Lane, the Premier Lightning Lane, the increase in food and beverages, all of that.
Where they make, honestly, a lot. Here's what I know. Okay, I know this because I worked in food and beverage. The profits do come from the alcohol. Like massive amounts of profits come from the alcohol. We would sit there. That's a little behind the scenes information, but once a week, the wine guy would come in, right? As servers, we would taste a new wine or maybe something we weren't selling as much of or whatever. We actually had a $1,700 bottle of wine. I believe it was $1,700 available at our restaurant. But I sold a lot of bottles of wine for $210, whatever. I just happen to know when we buy them, we're paying like what for a $200 bottle, you're paying maybe $25 to $30 a bottle. Not paying very much. You make and that's wine. That's actually the least profit margin. You make more profit margin on the booze. So the more that they sell, they're doing a ton. And a drink at Disney, a margarita is what, like $17?
Yes, it is not.
So,
I tell people, do not, unless you're just like, I gotta have it, unless you're at Tambu Lounge. I understand. Pay that money for that Lapu Lapu, man. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Totally worth it. At that bar is perfectly fine. But yeah, you could wind up spending between tax and tip $20 for every alcoholic drink that you do at Disney. Alcohol is notoriously expensive.
and I would imagine they also do it really, really well with the cruise line. I have heard from, I don't know how many numerous people that the experience of going on a Disney cruise, as far as if you're a Disney fan, you get more Disney on a Disney cruise than you actually get when you go to the parks. That's what I've never been on a cruise, so I'm only passing along what I've heard. But
I keep hearing that too.
That's correct. I actually did that because I went on a cruise years ago. I'm not a cruise person. I didn't want to go, but I got guilt tripped into going. But we enjoyed the cruise part more than the in-park part because, case in point, we're just out there in the morning, where the grand staircase is. And I think at like 9 a.m. on the dot, characters were coming out of every entrance everywhere. Literally, they were like up on the balcony. They were on the staircase. They came from like behind us and they were like signing autographs and posing for pictures and all of that. And it seemed like every time we turned around, there was some kind of just like built-in value with that, experiences. Camera girl, she got like her autograph book. Goofy didn't just sign it. Goofy put the autograph book on her head and and then signed it. So it's a great experience. I had a great experience on Disney Cruise. I'm just not a cruise person, but other than that, I felt that it was a good use of money, and that's why they're building so many more of these ships to do this. But another thing that I've noticed here, it says lower sales on Disney Vacation Club units, yet they built that ugly ass Howard Johnson's tower. Got rid of the beautiful beach, got rid of that between the Polynesian and the Grand Floridian, and they dropped. It is so ugly. I can't tell you, I can't say accurately enough how ugly this thing is and how
it'd be different if the exterior aesthetic matched the actual the main Polynesian resort, but it doesn't.
It looks horrible. I think of the last live stream. One of my favorite longhouses in the Polynesian is Tuvalu because it just sits over the water. So if you have a room that's facing the lagoon in the Tuvalu longhouse, there's no beach. So it feels like you're on the water. And there was like a beach to the left and there was nothing there. So it was great. You could relax. You felt like you were in the South Seas. Now they've got this, monstrosity up there that doesn't blend at all. And yeah, the luau was gone. Okay, it was a cheesy luau, but it was part of the charm of
but honestly though, how do you even justify having the Polynesian without the luau? It's just really, really weird. And I was saying this yet. Yeah. Somebody said that they wanted the newer building to reflect how maybe a more modern Hawaii now, But isn't that 100% against the whole point of the theming of the Polynesian in the first place, where it's supposed to reflect the Tiki era? That's the whole point,
Yeah,
is that it's a throwback.
You
It's
weren't
it's
even
not
exactly.
it's not supposed to be modern. It's just like
no.
it's very, very frustrating.
You weren't even supposed to be able to see it. It was landscaped perfectly so that when you took the boat over or even the ferry over, you couldn't see it until the last minute. And then you saw the Polynesian resort. Like the longhouses purposely weren't that big because you couldn't see it. You could see the top of the Great Ceremonial House. That was different. But it felt like it was nowhere else. It was like that on purpose. And now Discovery Island no longer hides it. And it just, if I could go I could go on and on and on about the Polynesian. That's my favorite resort, and I hate what they freaking done, done to it. It is, not happy, but higher costs primarily due to inflation, new guest offerings, increased technology, higher operation support costs. Let's stop right here. Higher costs primarily due to inflation. Maybe.
Yeah, well,
I
that
don't
hits the
Disney
know.
average family too.
Disney inflation is literally 3 times what regular inflation is, and they do that on purpose.
Exactly.
They even state that they
Exactly.
do that.
They do that. And
That's
new
what's really
guest offerings.
aggravating.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, my dear.
That's just what's aggravating is that they're open about it. They don't mince any words about how much above inflation they charge. And then they turn around and complain that they're not making enough money. And it's like, well, here's your sign, you know?
It's like who's gonna pay $20 for a balloon? Granted, I did see one, and I did talk myself out of it. I'm like, come on, you don't really
Well,
need it, even though it lights up,
the
and
balloons are sold by a third party.
it's got like the throwback, Mickey had, the old school Disney World balloons, and I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
okay, I'm okay, I'm not gonna get that. But it's like between the balloons being $20, t-shirts being $40, bubble wands being $30, although I'm all about the bubble wands. I freaking like that.
The standard popcorn buckets, the standard refillable popcorn buckets that went from I would think they were $8.99 or $9.99 just a couple years ago, and now they're
Mhm.
$14. Um, you know,
Golly.
the
Or
refill price
more.
isn't too bad. It's only like 205 or
Mhm.
250 or something like that. But and it's nice because I still take my old buckets that I paid $10 for to the park and get the refill. But still, it's just like it's super annoying when you see all of those little price increases add up. I think my biggest issue with it is the way that the company uses the word quote unquote inclusive. And everyone will tell me, because I argue this all the time. I say, if you're going to use the word, you have to include everybody. And that means different demographics of income. And that's not the way
Yeah.
they use the word. Because Disney is really all about the exclusive experience. In other words, how much more can you get if you are a richer person? You can get a $25 slice of cake. You can get a VIP tour if you have this. You can go on they have amazing exclusive experiences. I have no problem with that. I just don't like them using the word inclusive as a key because it's hypocritical. It's for me, I just want them to get rid of that stupid word because they're not inclusive. They're not.
No, and it used to, and here's what Disney's done. They've forgotten that 80% of their profit base for the parks used to come from the middle class. And they've changed that, and now that's completely out of bounds. Because it used to be, you remember how they used to talk about how affordable a Disney trip was? Like that's what they would hammer home in every advertisement that they would have. Because for
So much was
80%
involved.
of their base, you would have the middle class. Now they've changed it where they want 80% of the people visiting, well, maybe close to 90 actually right now, making like over, I want to say, like over 150 grand a year. And you see it in the experiences, you see it in how expensive things are, you see it in the paywalling of a lot of things that used to be free, the elimination of services that used to be free, like the Magical Express. That was perfect for a huge family. It's like, we don't have to rent a car, everybody get on the bus, everybody get on and go. And it was a great way to get to the parks. And it's like, oh, we can kind of, yeah, we're stuck on property, but at least we don't have to pay, for rent a car. But they've forgotten that. So they've gotten away from that mix, as opposed to Universal, which is like, okay, they're building more and more and more, I want to say, like, value plus hotels. I think Helios is the most expensive one that they built recently, but that's one hotel, and they built two like value hotels right there
When you
at
keep
at
the nightly
Universal.
price of Helios to the nightly price of Grand Floridian, it's night and day. And I mean, I was looking at prices for Grand Floridian recently, and like a regular standard room was 900 something,
Yes.
and or you could pay upwards of, what was it, like $1,700 a night plus if you wanted a room in the main building. And
Hmm.
it was, I'm like, I'm looking at these prices and going, I mean, it's beyond.
Oh, whoops. Oh, Ron will be back.
Oh,
it
wow,
is
he just
super.
disappeared.
It is super expensive. Yeah, Terra Luna and Stella Nova. I can't wait till I stay at Stella Nova.
Yeah, the
In
Grand Helios is the equivalent to a value resort at Disney, and
Yes.
this is their premier
Hmm.
signature hotel.
Yeah, with theme park
Yeah,
access.
access. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ram Bam 900. Yeah, probably even more than that. Now, it's going to be interesting for the holidays, because I like to crash the resorts, but I've noticed, like around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock or so, noticing the lack
Sorry
of
about that.
people. Oh, no, no worries, no worries. So I'm hoping it's going to be interesting seeing how booked the rooms are through the holidays. Because I can tell there's the folks like me and others that crash the hotel, as opposed to the number of guests that are staying there. Because you've got rooms that can go upwards of 1,300 and higher during Christmas week.
Well, yeah, because the hotels are attractions in themselves, with
Mhm.
their own, food and themed food, merch, treats, and then the decorations.
Yeah, all of that stuff. Yeah, I expected Helios to be much more. I'm just like, dang it, maybe I can get a reservation in time for my birthday next year, because the hotels are so booked. But the last thing here on the Q4 earnings call with respect to the parks, I find it interesting how they're talking about increased technology spending. I'm like, on what? Because stuff doesn't quite seem to work, and partially offset by comparison to the depreciation in the prior year related to the closure of the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. I don't know why the signage for the Galactic Star Cruiser is up. There's nothing going on over there.
I know why
Tumbleweeds
it's
going
up.
on over there. Why?
Well, have you seen the two big giant highway signs as you're coming out of Animal Kingdom, and how weathered they are and how they're not down?
Yes,
I
I
mean,
did see those.
they are so cheap that they're not even replacing those highway signs. And those ones, when you come out of Animal Kingdom, I know a lot of people don't know this. We're local. We do this a lot. But the red and purple color sign, they're almost whited out completely. They're wrecked, and they're
It
still
is,
up, and they're on Disney property. And it's like,
yeah, it's
what on earth?
horrible. And they've got
Wow.
purple signs and blue signs. I'm like, what the heck is this supposed to be? It's it ain't great. It ain't great. So we'll move from Disney over here to Universal. I don't know if you guys saw this yet. Universal, please don't copyright claim me because we need. If we do, I'll clip it out. But this is the latest. This is the first commercial for Epic Universe.
Whoa, what is that?
What the heck is that?
Like, what is that?
Come to me.
Me away.
Yes, we are going to be getting flying.
Oh man.
Flying freaking dragons. Flying dragons. And this is the coaster. I think this is Hiccup. That was the spray barge. I can't wait for this. That's the Burning Blade Tavern.
One amazing theme park.
Go through the flu, battle for the ministry.
Our universe will never be the same.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta see this.
Oh
Epic
man.
Universe. Only at Universal or
I can. Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
I cannot wait.
That looks epic.
Oh my gosh. Literally. And this is the first commercial. Like, that's the coaster. I think the Wolfman coaster, the one with all the animatronics, the cool freaking animatronics that they have in there. You've got Mario Kart, and where is that part? This right here, there's a false track. So if you've ever played Donkey Kong Country or any of the Donkey Kong Country games, where you have to, literally the cart goes over like the broken part of the tracks, like you have to jump up and over. They're mimicking that exact action here, where it looks like the track is broken, but the way that the mechanism is, you're still connected, but you have that feeling as if you're jumping over the track. So you're basically being immersed in that same, you feel like you're in the game. This is just, yes, Mama Source Rex, they did. And I do not think that, this is just me, but I'm thinking some of the folks who used to do marketing for Disney back in the day are working at Universal.
I'm sure.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I hope that it's okay now that I can use this term, but I really believe that when Epic Universe opens, it's going to trump Disney.
It's gonna what?
It's going to trump Disney.
Oh. Yep.
It is. I heard someone, I will say one of the blogs, I can't remember if they're on the cupcake list or not, that were basically, no, it was something that Iger said that Epic Universe will be good business for them. I'm like, yes and no, because what the previous mix is that most people stayed at Walt Disney and they spent a day or two at Universal. With Epic Universe, the mix now gets switched. More people are going to stay at Universal as home base and say drop $5,000 or whatever for like over a week with food for 4 people and everything, and maybe go to Disney a day or so, or maybe not even go to the park. Just go to Disney Springs. Oh my gosh, I so freaking want that dragon.
And that's just it. They're only going to be able to afford, most likely, your average family go to one Disney park. They're not going to.
Yeah.
They won't be able to afford, all the parks in Orlando unless they really, really budget for it. But for the most part, if it's allowable in their budget and time, it'll be one park at best in Disney Springs, or just Disney Springs, like you said. And
I'd like to explain something real quick, and Lorena knows this, and it is about the space, right? The geography of the area. So Walt Disney World. Everybody's going to say, well, Walt Disney World's self-contained and they have 4 parks and 2 water parks and the golf courses and all this. It is self-contained, but Walt Disney World is also the size of the city of San Francisco. When you drive from Animal Kingdom to the Magic Kingdom and you park and you walk to the TTC and you get in line for the ferry boat or you get in line for the monorail and then you take the monorail and you finally get into the Magic Kingdom, that process just took you an hour.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? Now, let me explain
Easy.
Universal's setup. There's an added benefit that Universal has that's not anybody really is talking about, but that is SeaWorld and Epic Universe are actually fairly close to each other. And then Epic Universe is also fairly close to the other 2 Universal parks. So now, if you make your vacation a Universal vacation, but I want to see some animals and have some cool roller coaster experiences also, and I want to add on SeaWorld and maybe Aquatica, now there's 2 different water parks, just like Disney, except they're both be open, Aquatica and Volcano Bay. Then you have an animal-centric park with SeaWorld that is close to Epic Universe, that is not too far from the other 2 parks. You literally have, even though they are technically different companies, within a smaller geographic area than Disney itself, you actually have 4 major theme parks and 2 major water parks. All of the hotels, as well as International Drive and the things that they can't have at Disney because Disney is so self-contained. You're going to have a much more dynamic vacation experience if you come here and you go to Universal than if you come here and go to Disney next year. Period, point blank. You can't even argue that fact.
Yeah, it's the accessibility. A SeaWorld's more accessible from Universal than driving all the way to Disney. And then the traffic. So all that combined, it's the accessibility.
Yeah, it is. And even in addition to that, there's this cottage industry. And what's up here right now is dragon testing. Like literally, these are dragons are going to be flying around. This is one of the other dragons. It's not Hiccup. They showed the one for Hiccup, I think, a couple weeks ago. So they're testing out. There's different dragons that are going to be flying around Isle of Burke. Whenever there are conventions in town, there's a good amount of conventioneers who will go down to Disney for like a day, like at the end of their convention, they'll go down there. Epic Universe is within walking distance of the Orange County Convention Center. And I think the Green Trolley runs as well. I think we talked about this before, Ron, too. So think about that. You don't have to drive down to Disney to go to a theme park. It's like,
not to mention that you have
take a cheap Uber.
You have the adjacent theme park to the conventions with the opportunity for any of those convention companies that are coming in to go, maybe we'll buy extra hours and they'll keep Epic open until 2:00. They'll have 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. just for the conventioneers and private events. Honestly, the possibilities with this park and this location and everything are quite endless. And I think it's going to be extremely beneficial to the local businesses that are already in that area. And it's also going to suck for you and me trying to use Universal as a cut-through anymore because we won't be.
I
know! Universal Boulevard is going to be freaking busy, and we use it as our cut-through now.
That's my back way to get to Universal instead of being on I-4 and getting stuck with
I know.
long lane of traffic. I'm like, I'm gonna have to find another way
circulate
to get in. But this was from the Nintendo Direct.
こんにちは、宮本です。今回はここユニバーサル・スタジオ・ジャパンの
So this is actually over in Japan, and I'm scooting. I'm scrubbing this. I'm kind of muting it right now so I don't get claimed. However, the Donkey Kong attraction that they have over in Japan, that is the one that they are simultaneously building over here in the US. So it was supposed to open in Japan, but they had to push back the go live date because, like I said, they do more testing. But Epic Universe is getting the Donkey Kong coaster here
ワンアップ
in
ファ
the
クトリー
States.
の前です。そし
Well,
て、この
Hollywood
奥に
doesn't have it.
新しいエリアの
We
入り
will
口
have
ができ
it.
ました。マリオのエリアのスーパーマリオランドからこの先に広い。さあ、入り口から入ると、このマリオのブロックの世
It's
界、
pretty long, but here's what I'm trying to get you guys to.
ドンキーコング
Donkey
カント
Kong
リーです。
Country. So this is what
ドン
we're
キーコング
getting.
たちが住むジャングルの世界が広がっています。あちらに見えるのはドンキーコングの家。そして、その
All
奥
the
にそびえ
Kongs
る
are
の
going
は
to be in here.
黄金
And
の
that's the
神殿で
Golden
す。
Temple, which you can see from Terra Luna, the Stella Nova Resorts. You can also see it if you go on the Orlando Eye over at oh my gosh, what the heck is that park's name? I'm blanking out. Icon Park. So you can see it from Icon Park if you go up in the big, huge Ferris wheel. You can see this. It is so freaking awesome to check it out. So that's the Golden Temple.
実際に見る。
And it's
では早
huge.
速、
I'm trying to see where's the coaster? Where's the coaster? Yes, you get a live meet and greet with Donkey Kong. That's gonna be cool. Check out this animatronic.
皆さん、
That was Cranky Kong.
That is awesome.
That's a Cranky Kong animatronic, and here we go. So here's the loading area.
急ぎましょう。はい、トロッコの乗り場に着きました。ここからティキトンからゴールデンバランを守る冒険に出発します。さあ、実際に乗るとどんな感じでしょうか。ほんの少しだけですが、その様子もご覧ください。はい、トロッコがスター
Check
トし
this
ました。
out. Minecart
レクシーコング
moves.
が何か言ってますね。
I can't wait for this.
さあ、
And then
ここから
you
神殿の頂上
go
まで登っていきますよ。
up to the top of the temple,
巨大な春大砲に入っ
enter
て
the
いきま
barrel
す。
cannon, and basically
今日お見せできるのはここまでです。
you get shot over the top of that. So it feels like you're jumping over the track, and then
Oh my
you're rolling
gosh. I got
all
chills
freaking-
just listening to that.
I so cannot wait for this. So you can watch the whole video on YouTube. Actually, go over to That Park Place. This is where I got this article from, and you can go and watch the whole thing. I highly suggest that you watch it. I'll drop a link to it in the description box of the live stream for it. So you should definitely check it out. You get so excited even from when they go in the warp pipe. Have you ever played any Nintendo game and you hear that in the back of your head?
That noise is so nostalgic.
It so is. I'm just like, I can't wait. I cannot wait to get my power up band and all of that stuff. So thank you, Is This Live, for gifting those 5 the Reina Creole memberships. Thank you so very much, folks. We're going to have another a movie night for the month. We're actually going to be watching the movie Twisters with an S. Yes, the new one. So I just have to schedule that in. I'll be letting you guys know the date shortly. So thank you so much, Is This Live, for gifting those memberships. Thank you so much for sharing the love. I appreciate it. I appreciate that so very much. Here, I'll play the shorter clip.
Walk into the old apartment, 42 stairs from the street.
I'm gonna wear that one out, Nick. So yeah, Bombasaurus Rex, this is so awesome. Yeah, if we had a Nintendo Con in Orlando, it would be
I'd be all over that.
Oh my gosh, it would be so epic. Here's testing that they caught. So this is our version. There's the cart. There's it goes. There it goes. And you notice the cart isn't straight. The cart like moves around. So it's got an axis that it turns around on. Did they show the jump too? Did they show the jump?
It maneuvers like a simulated car, like a simulator.
That is so. Oh my gosh, they even have the video game dynamics. Said that will never get old. Yes, for a rabbit looking like what you do to my attraction. Yes, but there's so there is like an arm that is on the cart. If you've ever been on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, when you're in that ride vehicle, it's on a I forget the name of the company, but it's literally it's on an arm. So the one part where it looks like you're jumping over, you're not technically jumping, but you're stuck on that particular arm. But they just do a really good job of concealing it. Like it's kept on the inside, which gives you it's a strange ride. But it's really cool.
I love how it was designed. So you have this cart, attached to the arm, but the bottom of the arm is attached to the actual track, which is under the facade track.
Yes. Yes. And thank you. It's just like, yes, the Kuka arm. Yes, that's exactly what that is. So if you want to know what that's like, go ride Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, although this is probably version 8.0 by the time.
Yeah, much updated version.
So as you can see here, here's more of like where the minecart madness. So that's the entrance. The construction worker there. This is from Bio Reconstruct. And here, again, over here to the right, this is the barrel. So when you go up here, boom, you come out here and you jump over. And I think this is supposed to be water coming down here, waterfall as well. I cannot freaking wait for this. This is going to be amazing. And Peach fan, and hello, says creative and innovative, unlike Disney. Yeah, Universal got a lot of talent from Disney.
Yeah, they did. That's an understatement.
Yeah, I mean, look at all this. And look at all the trees and stuff that they planted there. Trees and water, and it's gonna be awesome. So this channel, we're definitely going to keep you guys updated with what's going on at Epic Universe. Now that it is actually cooler outside, I can actually go out and take video so you guys can see some more of the park and what they're building and how that's going. Seeing this park close to concept is satisfying. Absolutely. It still cracks me up how I was driving past the construction site for like 6 months before I realized it was Epic Universe. And the construction, again, I don't know what bonuses they paid, but this park is going up at an astronomical rate. Just how fast it's going to be. 6 months. Yeah, I was driving past it for literally 6 months. All it looked like was just a hole in the dirt on Sand Lake Road, because I had to drive past there all the time to get home from Universal. And I'm like, what's this dirt that they're moving around? And there's Lockheed. I know where Lockheed is, but it was just trucks moving dirt around, very nondescript, until you saw stuff going vertical. And I'm looking at Bio Reconstruct's pictures, and he's like, oh, on Sand Lake Road. I'm like, wait, I drive on Sand Lake Road all the time. That's where Epic Universe is? Turn up. I so can't wait. And yes, the concept matches pretty darn close to reality. Yeah. Concept art that actually looks like what my goodness, what a concept. So speaking of concepts, and first of all, thank you, 30 of you guys here watching. I appreciate it. Please do hit that like button. I'm here with Erica and Ron. Ron had to roll out, so I'm glad he dropped in. He said he didn't need an outro, so we'll go ahead and go with that. Over at Universal, and that's why this stream was late today. Camera Girl is a huge fan of Wicked. I actually took her to go see Wicked on Broadway for her birthday. I fell asleep during most of it because it wasn't my thing. However, The production quality, of course, was awesome. To be able to go Broadway and see it. So, of course, we're going to see the movie because she said I got to take her. So, we're going on the preview night, which is, I think, that Wednesday that we're going to go and see it. But over at Universal, they have the Wicked experience. So, now over there, when you go, they have the entrance to Wicked, like a yellow brick road that's there. This used to be the Universal store and the Hello Kitty store. I'm trying not to cry that the Hello Kitty store is not over there anymore. But when you go over here to this experience, this is what's really cool about it. You're in there and you get to see the props. Get to see the costumes. You get to see there's some like behind the scenes stuff that's going on. There's photo ops, so there's places where you can go get the photo op, like the photo op with Elphaba's broom. Went and did that. It makes you feel like you were there, like to see the movie. And this is definitely, I believe this is going to be here like through the holidays. But I went. And I'll go through a couple of pictures here. This is the bubble crown, the Glinda's bubble crown. They do sell a replica of it. I bought it, but then saw it was kid size, so now I'm gonna have to go and take it back. I'm just like, please tell me you don't just have kid sizes. It's perfect. It's got like literally it straight out of Wizard of Oz. It's just the most gorgeous crown. I had to have it. Of course, this is Glinda's outfit from Shiz University. So that's her outfit there. They even have Lego sets that you can buy for Wicked. Lego's making a ton of freaking money. And this is the bubble wand. I think shows you guys. Yeah. So I have the bubble wand again here that I got. And blow this up. But actually, it's not mine. It's Camera Girl's. It's not mine. It's not mine. But she wanted the bubble wand. It's so cute. I don't know if it blows actual bubbles. I don't care. It looks cute. People were buying it. Like I said, Camera Girl picked it up. She's like, oh, I gotta have it. I gotta have that. This is Glinda's peignoir. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. It is so freaking gorgeous.
The costuming is really pretty.
It really is to see like the details. What's the website? I don't think they put the website on the back of this one. Apparently, the Noble collection was really smart. They did not. They didn't put that on here. Oh, there were no dolls. No dolls for sale. Okay, I should have grabbed me one when I saw it, but I wasn't going to pay what they were asking for it. I thought it was ridiculous. But in retrospect, yeah, I probably should. So they have like cool, t-shirts. I think t-shirts aren't that expensive. Like $27. Disney, you paying like $40 for like for a t-shirt. They had like drinks and Wicked themed food in the Emerald City food cart, which is right outside of the Wicked experience. Okay, Glinda shoes. I saw so many darn shoes in this exhibit, in this experience that I had to have. You've got her, her earrings, her shoes. All I was doing was taking pictures of shoes. And this isn't even my favorite pair of shoes yet. Show you. So they have the 2-pack wine set with the wine glasses. I think this was like $40 to get. So they have one stem for Glinda and one for Elphaba, obviously. They have these Oz pajamas. Okay, they are $75. They are, yeah, but you know what? People were buying them. So I want to see what's going to happen near the end of the week, if they're still there or not. The dolls got pulled Friday. Yeah, I want to see because you touch them and they're really soft. I mean, I'm not dropping $75 for them, but apparently there's some people there that did. I mean, the design is really cute. It's really nice. So they put a lot of work into making you want to come over and touch it and look for the price tag. And then of course here they've got the Volume Spa candle. Yeah, I bought one. I had to have it. It's just so freaking gorgeous. And they have the travel size candles. The Elphaba scent smells really funky, like pine and patchouli and just this funky. Yeah. Nah,
Oh,
it was
interesting.
okay. It's a funky smell, but Glenda, hers is like yuzu, and it's a really light, really nice scent. And Volume Spa has beautiful glass that they use for their candles. So you can get it either in the pedestal glass, which is 45, or the travel size candle, which is 20. So they have that. $75 for PJ's not even. I hear you, P Chan fan. I went to go touch it. I did. I really did. I'd be wearing those pajamas everywhere for that price. Mamasaurus Rex, I would not be surprised if people were wearing these pajamas in the parks. Seriously.
I was just thinking that. Oh my gosh, I was legit just like, she took
Mhm.
the words out of my brain.
Like, I paid my money. I am getting my money's worth. I'm going to be out here with my pajamas.
Yeah, and the matching Crocs to go with it too, and Loungefly.
It's just like, ma'am, you can't wear PJs into the park at $75. You want to bet?
Hold my beer.
Yup. And watch this.
Don't tempt me.
Uh, I'm looking like, as soon as y'all discount these suckers, I'm there. I'm totally there. So we've got Glenda's wand from the movie. So again, long shot, long wand, the shoes, all of oh god, I love the wand so much. This closer up in the pajamas. These are not in order. I'm like, throw it up, get all the pictures, because it was getting really crowded. And we got there at 9 o'clock in the morning, just when the park opened. So we got to experience early, but people were constantly coming in. And I want to say by the time we left at 10, you had to throw elbows to get around there. So here's the Wizard of Oz station. Look, with all the pedals and the gears, and this is so cool. And yes, you can actually move the gears and the pedals and all that stuff. That's what Camera Girl went and did. She was just like, oh, look, they all move and all that. So that is fun to go there and actually do that. The metalworking on it is gorgeous. It literally looks like part of the actual movie set, which I don't know if it is part of the movie set or not. But it's so fun. It's so fun, folks, for doing that. Jewelry. I have sensitive ears, so the earrings are out for me.
Yeah, same here. I'm allergic to every metal out there, I swear.
Oh, it's like nickel. It's like it's going to turn my ear green, or I'm gonna, get hives or something like that. So I couldn't really get that. Is that youth size? Daggone it. I got to take my darn crown back. I wanted to wear this last one. But they have like a butterfly necklace. But my favorite is the little suitcase or train case, the purse for Glenda. It like pops open and there's a little butterfly charm that you can put on the necklace as well. So you get a twofer. Yeah, it's $43, but it's how would I say? The details are extremely good. I'm like, does this thing open? Oh yeah, it actually opens up. Yeah, the little butterfly charm that's in it. So Out of all this stuff is cool, but I love the necklace. Most of most of all, and I don't think it's 24 karat gold plated, so I can't have it anywhere near my skin at all. But it's beautiful. But it's a business expense. Mama Source Rex. That's why I got the candle. I did get that because I can repurpose it. It's got like a pink pedestal that looks like it's the top of, that it goes over the candle, but it's a pedestal where you can put the candle on top of it, and it's like this faceted pink glass. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Hey, Tom F says later on heading out to dinner. Enjoy, and happy belated birthday again.
Oh, happy birthday. I totally forgot.
I'd wanted the candle, but it's sold out of the studio store, and I thought I wouldn't be able to get it again, and it showed up here in the Wicked experience. So if you like candles, if you like nice smelling candles and you want to pay Volume Spa price, which it is worth it, I do like Volume Spa, I suggest grab it. The reed diffuser, not so much. You can easily repurpose a glass candle holder, get the rest of the wax out and put some floral foam in there and change it. Oh, see, here's these bags. I love these bags. They're so cute. I think those are like 45 or something like that. They're like the steampunk bags. Gonna have to compare these to the Etsy versions. Yeah, by all means. They are banking on folks paying the premium for this stuff, especially for Wicked fans. They were crawling all throughout this place, buying merch, taking pictures, taking video. Dang it. Can't believe it. I use size. This is the Glinda crown, which I love. It's got like the crystals and everything on it. So cool. So cool. Yeah, shoes. Again, I'm forgetting the girl's name, the character who's in the wheelchair. But I guess this is all their outfits are made with Oz dust. So she has these like silver shoes. And they're from the film. So I had to take pictures. I had to take pictures of the shoes. Again, they're not my favorite shoes. This is Glinda's outfit with Oz dust. Her shoes are my favorite. Let me see if I got a close-up one. Oh, that's the hoodie. I think that's like $60. It's got a print on the side and on the front. More just the costume, the details on these costumes are gorgeous. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. The embroidery, detailing, everything on these. And that's Map the Shiz University. And then they even have Oz currency that's there.
Oh, wow.
That you can check out. You can also get, the collectible pennies. So you can get the Wicked collectible press pennies. I think you can get all five for like $8 or something like that.
That's cute, and it's like in theme too.
Yeah. So it's cool to check out all this stuff. This is the necklace that I was telling you about. It's so
cute.
It is beautiful. The detail on it. Again, it's just it's gonna turn my skin green, so I can't have it. But it's beautiful. So that's the charm that's inside of it.
Oh, how pretty.
So you can take that out and you can put it on also in addition to the train case. Oh, thank you. Nessa is the girl in the wheelchair. Elphaba's little sister and the one that Dorothy's house drops on. Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. It's like, well, they dropped the house on you. Sorry about that.
Oh, geez.
I was better off not knowing who she was, aside from the house fell on her. Yeah. like that. This is nice too. This is I think it's $35 and it opens up and it's like a locket. So it's got space for like a picture or something that's in it. It's not I would say it's not cheap feeling at all. It's got some heft to it. It's got some weight to it. You can actually feel that there was work done like in the little, the little details. So that's a cool gift. Again, they have like pictures from the set as well. They have recreations of some of the scenes. Oh, this is nice too. So that's the one with like the oh my gosh, the hot air balloon that the Wizard of Oz flies around in. Yeah, so they had that. I think that was like about 30. Again, I can't wear it because it'll irritate my skin, but the amount of detail that they put in this merchandise is top notch. I'm quite impressed with how they did that. Here's Elphaba's nightwear. So that is actually from the film.
Wow.
They have that there as well. It's just gorgeous. Oh, these are I need these shoes.
They're cute.
I need these freaking shoes. Oh my gosh, they're so. Oh, they're even prettier in person.
Man, those are some pretty Christmas shoes with the right red dress. Oh my god.
Gorgeous. I love the side strappy.
I know.
It reminds me of shoes I used to have when I took like tap and jazz lessons. You had the the tap shoes. That's what it reminds me of. Like it's just so beautiful, so beautiful. I think that's all the pictures that I have. I did take video, so I'm gonna I have to go through like all the video that I have, but it is a really nice experience to walk through. Universal did an amazing job of setting all this up, and again, there's a story. Like you arrive and you're on your way to like Shiz University, and then you're at Shiz University, and then you go to Oz. And it's a really, really nice addition to walk through. This is in the studios park. So the experiences in the studios park, a good percentage of we'll say 50% of the merchandise you can get at the Universal Studios store in City Walk. So if you can't go into the park, there's a good, not everything. Definitely not everything. I didn't see the crown. I didn't see the bubble wand in the studio store, but lots of photo ops. Great places to take photos and look at the costumes and all that. So again, I got to give them props. It was time well spent. I can see it getting extremely crowded the closer you get to the release of the Wicked film. So I would random opinion, Dorothy Ness's shoes are prettier than the Turkish delight that Edmund sold his family out his family for. Yeah, Nessa's shoes were quite pretty. I'm like, what the? Ooh, that's so nice. Looks nice, and yeah, lots of people had fun. Again, you got the diehard people who love Wicked who were in there, and you had some folks who were kind of curious to go in and check it out. So again, a nice plus. It would be nice if Disney did something like that. When they do it, it's kind of but with this, the whole experience with the photo ops and the merchandise, again, this is another shut up and take my money from Universal, with just all of the merchandise and things that they had.
Universal tends to do these they do tributes to their merch, and it's a great marketing plan. Like, it works.
Mm-hmm.
That's just something I've noticed between the difference between the two companies. Like Disney, you don't really see them, put out their merch in the same way, like the way Universal does.
Yeah, they really do. It's like you can tell they put a lot of love and care and forethought and respect when they come up with their merchandise, which is it's why so much of it sells out.
Yeah, and it's the way they market it. Like, you walk into the stores, and I mean, they got like the tribute part of it. It's like every piece of merch is a tribute, and it's like when you're buying merch, it's an experience. That's just something I'm noticing, the difference in their marketing and how they even just how they put it out there.
Especially with the I can't wait until the Christmas tribute store opens. I'm already seeing
Oh
the Earl the
gosh.
Squirrel merchandise. I freaking love Earl the Squirrel. I mean, they have like all the Earl the Squirrel merchandise and and even Earl the Squirrel on top of the on top of the Christmas tree. But that's another thing. Like Earl the Squirrel just was just this thing, and then all of a sudden the merchandise just exploded.
Yeah, I had never heard of it and of that little squirrel until about a year ago, I think. It hasn't been that long.
It's so funny. One year they had, I think it was like Earl's Tree Lot, but honestly, it's like they went to south of the border and just every joke about south of the border, they purposely recreated it there. So they had like Pete the Llama, and they had like they have like all those bumper stickers and everything for south of the border.
Yeah.
It's like they redid the whole thing. It was so freaking funny, and it was so cheesy. It was such fun. So I cannot wait until the tribute store, which should open. I think it's going to open on Thursday to pass holders. So if it's open on Thursday,
Ooh.
I will definitely be down there on Thursday. It's so darn Christmassy. It sounds strange, but it is. It's literally so Christmassy when you go in there. Peachy and Fan, if you like to play, do not read the book. The book is nothing like the play, as I've heard from those who love to play. If the movie is more like the play, it should do well. What I've been hearing so far is that some people were kind of skeptical about it being split into two parts. So the film that you see is actually part one, and there's a part two. And folks were like, I don't think that's going to really pay off or work well. But people who went to the premiere and saw it, they're just like, yeah, it's really good. So I'm guessing the movie is more like the play, which would make sense. More people have seen the play than have read the book, especially rabid theater nerds.
Right.
Yeah.
When did the book come out? I'm curious now.
I don't remember when the book came out. That book. Release date. Let me see. 1995.
Wow.
Is when the book came out.
So this, I didn't realize. I thought I was 15. Like, geez. Wow. I was not expecting that. I thought maybe just in the last couple of few years, but dang.
Yeah, this
I had no clue.
Yeah, I think I'd heard about it and it just kind of went over my head, but the musical, that's like a whole nother fandom that took off with respect to Wicked. Like I said, I had no clue what Wicked was at all, except that Camera Girl was a theater nerd since she was little, so she wanted to go see Broadway play for her birthday. I'm like, you want how much is this ticket that we have to go and see? But we went, and it was a really nice performance. Like we saw The Lion King the year before, which was awesome. And then we went and we saw Wicked, and just the fandom out there for Wicked, it's got a huge, huge, huge fan base that's out there. Camera girl showing me all the stuff on TikTok. I'm like, damn. I remember being excited for a movie like that back. Remember when we were excited about Star Wars movies coming
Yeah,
out?
yeah, way back when.
Way back before the dark time, for
I had
the
a Ewok village playset, and my dad, he'd buy things for us, but really they were for him.
I hear you.
It was one of those toys. It was a little tree
Mhm.
house that would pop up and down, and it came with little Ewok characters.
I think I saw. Did I? I
Yeah,
think I saw that
you
one.
can find them on eBay. They're a little hard to come by, but yeah, girl, we played with that thing until it broke. I mean,
Oh
like,
my
wow.
gosh. Let's see. I want to show you this really quick. For some reason, my picture of this, or maybe I took video, I don't remember. But they have the costumes, like Glinda's bubble dress. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Oh, that's really pretty.
It's like I can't even emphasize how beautiful it is in person. Seeing that dress, it is. I'm like, just give it to
Oh,
me.
yummy.
Yes, they.
What's
I
that blue
didn't. I didn't
drink?
try these. That's like a refresher with, I think, blue curacao. I couldn't get close to the treat cart because there were lots of people,
Yeah.
including bloggers, who had like swamped the
Oh,
treat
yeah.
cart. So I couldn't. So I couldn't get over there. But I will eventually, because I want to try. I want to try the blue drink.
Yeah, that blue is good.
I can't have the milkshake. I can't have the milkshake. Sorry, I'm lactose intolerant, and that's not worth it to me. At least not
Well,
that. It's not that one is.
I kind of can't get past the green and the pink. When it comes to like ice cream, like and milkshakes, I'm very basic when it comes. It's like chocolate or vanilla, or chocolate vanilla mix, like a swirl ice cream. I'm very basic when it comes to that.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. The play is old enough that the actress who plays Elsa in Frozen played the first. Oh gosh. Idina Menzel, right?
Hmm?
Idina Menzel, because she played the first Elphaba, but she was also Elsa in Frozen. So the play is old enough that the actress who plays Elsa in Frozen played the first Elphaba. Yeah,
Holy
that
cow!
would
I
be
didn't even
Idina.
know that. Jeez!
That would be Idina Menzel. Mm-hmm.
Wow!
Some of these people I didn't freaking know. Camera girl tells me, "Oh, that's so and such from Wicked." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, that brings a different understanding of the fandom. Then,
Yeah, it is.
wow.
It is. Well, crazy. Well, I'm not really into it as much as Camera Girl is, but understanding from her, it is huge. Like, this
Yeah,
is a big deal of them being able to see the play brought to life in film. So
I hope it translates well for their fans, for the fandom, because that's going to be a big disappointment if it just doesn't translate as well onto the screen versus stage. You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely. Because there's some that unfortunately that don't. And he's the same one who did G.I. Joe. Trying to look at the director. Yes, butterbeer ice cream for the win. I freaking love butterbeer ice cream. Especially from Florian Ford Excuse. Hey, Slytherin Hobbit. How you doing? How was Nuanced Observer and Nuanced Hobbit? How you guys doing? Good seeing you, my dear. Good seeing you. So let's see. For Wicked, let me show you guys really quick before we wrap up here. Yeah, I'm actually going on the 20th for preview night.
Witch of the West is dead.
Can't believe I'm actually I'm actually going. But let's see. I'm trying to see John Chu is the director. I forgot Michelle Yeoh is in this too. But John Chu, I'm trying to see what else he directed. Let's see, what else did he direct? Oh, he directed Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh, that was a good movie. That was funny.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I wanted to.
Oh,
When
I
I
loved
heard
it.
Crazy Rich Asians, I'm like, that sounds like college for me. That
I
sounds like
thoroughly
college.
enjoyed it. It was really good.
It looked freaking funny. So I meant to see it. I hadn't seen it yet. I have to check that out. I'll forgive him for GI Joe Retaliation. I did not see In the Heights. It just didn't really appeal to me. But Crazy Rich Asians, yeah, because it just looked absolutely freaking
Oh, it's just funny.
stunning.
Everything about it, the story, and just the. I mean, I could kind of relate. Even there's some things in there that I'm like, oh, Hispanics are kind of the same way. It's like, with some of their cultural, the way they can be as family. So I found it really entertaining.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, especially since where I grew up, we had like a big Asian uh population that was there. Predominantly Korean.
Mm-hmm.
Predominantly Korean. Second place would be Filipino. So usually when I see those like cultural things, I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what that is. And I also know that if you're Chinese and you're called American ABC, that's really not
Ooh,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. Not a good thing. We're doing good. Nuanced Hobbit keeps getting bigger, and I keep getting tired. Yes, yes. The bigger the big gets, the more tired you get. It's just like suck all my darn energy and use my bladder as a trampoline. It's not fun. Hey, Amanda. Yeah, I know you didn't. Yeah, I know that's how you felt. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That's where Lorena gets her fried chicken. All right. Well, we're going to roll on out. So thank you guys so much for being here. Again, thank you for your patience in the change in time just for this week. Erica, where can people find you? What do you have coming up?
Oh, we got all kinds of goodies coming up. We just filmed Phantasialand, which is a German theme park tonight. It was their grand opening of their Christmas celebration, their Christmas lights, and their fire. Oh, and it was gorgeous. I mean, oh my gosh. I can't wait to edit this and put it out there. It was just, we had so much fun tonight.
Gosh, I cannot wait to see it. I've been to Germany for the Christmas market, so I just remember just like the decorations and stuff that were there. So I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Oh, the theming was gorgeous. We didn't get to go on any of the rides. We were just there for the Christmas spectacular. But that park is just, the theming is just beautiful. There's some sections in the park that I swear people from Universal went to Phantasialand and got the idea for the portals.
Oh, wow.
It's just the park is small, but it packs a punch, and I mean a thematic punch. It just we had gone years ago, and we had missed Tim Burton by like a week, was it, or just a few days?
Oh my God!
He was there, and then it was reported in the German news, and they quoted him saying that Phantasialand was it was like someone was going into his head, and he loved the theming so much that it is like one of his favorite top theme parks. And I'm like, I could totally see it If you ever go to Germany on a trip and you want to go to a theme park, I highly recommend Phantasialand, even more so than Europa Park.
Oh my goodness, that's a stunning. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see that. Amanda Pizzolato said, "Say, ooh, sounds like fun, Erica." Yes, so make sure you subscribe to Erica's channel. I'll have the link in the description box very soon after this stream is over. I'll have a link to Ron's channel as well, so you can go over and subscribe to him. He does theme park stuff as well. As for myself, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're having a watch party for Superman 2 from 1980. So Retro Nerd Girl will be my guest. So please do join me for that. That is literally my favorite Superman film, actually, is Superman 2. Some people like Superman 1 over 2. I like 2 and then 1 because Superman 2 is kind of like The Empire Strikes Back in that all the wheels start coming off the bus and it's just delicious to watch. So that's tonight. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, of course, is the Welcome to Florida show. We're going to be talking about Thanksgiving, Florida man style.
I can't wait to see that.
We are a strange bunch for Thanksgiving. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the fact that the first Thanksgiving was actually held in Spanish Florida, not Plymouth. Not Plymouth. I mean, my pilgrim cousins get a little pissed when I bring this up. I'm just like, look, hey, I come from the same Mayflower ancestors you guys did too, but when Florida became a state, y'all lost that. So
oh man, I would love to know what they ate. What was on their table?
Oh, beans,
Yes,
chorizo, red wine. I forget what the Indians brought. I know it wasn't gator, but it was something else because they had the natives that were there, the Timucuan, and of course the Spanish that came along with Pedro Menendez Avila. So we're going to talk about that on Sunday as well. So that's something else to bring up at the Thanksgiving table when people are like, oh well, the Pilgrims, they were the first ones on American shores. No.
No, I won't feel so bad if I don't want to do turkey and instead I want to do a pernil.
You know what? Since I started doing that every year for Thanksgiving, Camera Girl was like, "Are you making pernil again?" Yes.
Oh, speak of which, I actually did a video because I made it last night and I did it just for you. So I'm gonna load it hopefully tonight.
Yes. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to watch that. Yeah, here for Thanksgiving, mostly for Christmas, because Thanksgiving is like, down here it's like, yeah, okay. Let's test what we're gonna do for Christmas.
Thanksgiving for us is when you gather to draw names for Christmas.
Yes.
Gifts.
Thank you. You just plan. It's just like, yeah, I tried this out. I might do this for Christmas. Yeah, okay. All right. Where are we shopping for Black Friday? Or you got the money for that? Yeah, all right. Okay, so who's got Christmas this year?
Yeah. All right. It was just the family gathering to plan Christmas.
Yes. And people picking that up. I'm like, no, that's what we did. And literally, Christmas is at my house this year. Which is why I'm like in a decorating freaking frenzy right now. So it's going to be at my house, and Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm planning the Christmas menu because yeah, they're coming down here, and I've already been given the must-haves.
Oh yeah, no, I get it because in our family, me and my sisters, we have our staples that are family recipes. It is not a holiday meal unless we have this, and this on the table.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
some of this stuff, like, because we got kids now, so we're older. We're not the kids anymore. So if these certain items are not, we're the only ones that'll eat it. Like, for example, cucumber congealed salad. That is a staple. But now we're the only ones that eat it. The kids won't touch it. Our husbands are kind of meh with it. So it's just me and my two sisters and like our mom and dad, and that's basically it. But it's not Thanksgiving or Christmas unless you got that infernal cucumber salad on that table.
It's like here, it's not Christmas unless you have got, well, it's three things. You need, well, besides the deviled eggs, but that's the other thing.
Oh yeah.
You have to have roasted sweet potatoes. We have to have collard greens. However, in my family, it's done particularly different because we've got
Mhm.
hot pepper vinegar, but hot pepper vinegar with bay leaf in it. And
Oh
I've never
dang.
known anyone else to
Oh
do that. I do that. So that's what we do literally
wow.
in
I
the
never
house.
thought about that. I've
We
only
got
made it for the first time last year. I finally made, and they came out really good. But I went real easy with it. I went with like Paula Dean's recipe because I'd never made collard greens, and I love collard greens. Oh my gosh. Plus, it's the only other green vegetable my Christian will eat other than broccoli. He hates green beans, but I'm like, you hate green beans, but you'll eat collard. Okay, whatever.
and I make mine. I call them really bougie greens. I do because there's like a specific way that I make them, but everybody loves them. But it's like you have to have that in my family. Not only do you have to have the greens, but you have to have the hot pepper vinegar. Don't serve one without the other. Just no, that
Hot
doesn't work.
pepper vinegar. Now I have to see if I can find that out here. If not, I might.
I'll have to give you the
Use it.
recipe because everybody makes it in my family. You have to have that in your house. That needs to be there along with the hot sauce and the ketchup and the barbecue sauce. Literally,
Raph is over here shaking his head like, mm-hmm. You are speaking his language. He's like, yes.
you have to have the hot pepper vinegar. So it's like I make it from scratch. As a matter of fact, like I pretty much start by the end of this month to make that from scratch. So it's like we have to have that sweet potato pie. I don't really make the pie. I make key lime pie, and I just make the roasted sweet potatoes. I usually do that. But yeah, pernil, that's a new one. Ever since I started making that, the whole family is like addicted. So we have Creole turkey because we like to have, turkey to make for sandwiches and stuff like that. We've got
Oh yeah.
and then let's see, what's the other one? I usually have to make either jambalaya or gumbo. Only if I have enough ingredients do I make the gumbo I'm supposed to do. But the kids like jambalaya because it's got sausage, chicken, all that stuff in it. So they like that. And then I have to make a freaking baked ziti on top of that.
Boy, you got a whole smorgasbord.
I have to literally. My family
Or is that for
shows up,
Christmas?
and that's for Christmas. So I have to have all that for Christmas, and it gets inhaled because like in my family it's like not only does everyone eat there for Christmas, but then they also take plates home. Like
Ah, gotcha.
literally that's what people expect to do. It's like, yeah, you gotta make me a plate to take home. Everyone's coming to us this Thanksgiving and Christmas. It feels weird because we're always the ones traveling to family during the holidays. That's gonna be cool. That's going to be cool. It's crazy yet fun being able to like host it. And I haven't hosted Christmas and I want to say probably like 2 years. So I'm looking forward to having it here. Crocagatorless. Hey, I see you guys home.
We just got home, just walked in the door.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at your coat. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I used to have one like that. It was so cool. Hey, Looniacs, it's too bad I'll have to miss it because of work, but you have a blast. Oh, well, good seeing you, my dear. You guys can watch watch the replay. Am I excited about the Dreamlight Valley DLC dropping Wednesday? I am, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to play it on launch day. I think I'm gonna wind up playing it probably the next day or so. I know people are playing Storybook Vale the day it comes out, but unfortunately I can't because I have a whole bunch of stuff to do. But eventually I will play it because you've got Maleficent and you've got Hades. So I gotta do that for Disney Dreamlight Valley. We used to harvest lamb's quarters from my mom's backyard. Ooh, lamb is delicious. Good. Lamb is good. At least you didn't have to chase chickens. They are freaking fast, and I have to go get the eggs, and I'm gonna poke.
I had a chicken poop on me once. I picked it up and it pooted. It pooted on me.
It's it stinks so bad. Chicken poop.
Yeah, I know it does. It really smells like shit.
Ram Bam 3000, it should be. Disney Dreamlight Valley, they usually get all the original voice talent. So they actually do that. They do that part right. Okay, so we're going to wrap up here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Make sure you subscribe to Erica. Make sure you subscribe to Ron. Make sure that you are subscribed to me. And we will see you next time for more theme park talk. Bye.
Bye.